I want to start off by giving all praises and glory and honor unto Yahweh Bashem El Shai, Rakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the brothers teaching this truth and sincerity. So, I was doing some talking actually with my father. It just so happened that he was talking about this. He was basically talking to me about the quality of Jake's life. He didn't say it in that term, but the quality of a so-called black man's life, and the way the value of our life is weighed minimal in the society. Like, basically, he was getting to the point that the so-called white man, Esau, he really hates us, which is true. He hates us. Perpetual hatred, He hates us, But he then referred to Omar Kadir and how the Canadian government awarded him 10 million, right? And he's affiliated with a so-called terrorist group. As you can see here, I have a Wikipedia. He was affiliated with a so-called terrorist group. It wasn't ISIS, but it was Al-Qaeda at the time in the 2000s. Al-Qaeda was the big terrorist group, the boogeyman, so to speak, right? And all these Western nations, they so-called hate terrorism. They hate terrorists. They hate ISIS. They hate Al-Qaeda. They hate Bin Laden. Anything to do with them. You know what I'm saying? But here we have a so-called terrorist, a terrorist that gets awarded $10.5 million, all right, by the Canadian government. Okay? Compared to, all right, this guy, he murdered, or he killed a U.S. Army sergeant, okay? But he was still awarded $10.5 million, all right? This is a so-called terrorist that they hate. They didn't blow his head away, all right? He wasn't unarmed or nothing like that, all right? He was fighting the war, okay? They didn't hang him. They didn't kill him. But you Jakes, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they have no problem pulling the trigger on you guys. Okay? And you guys are unarmed or whatever it may be. You may not have done the worst thing and they still blow you away. Alright? That's because the so-called white man hates you guys. Alright? I just want to read this so you guys get the synopsis of it all. But it says Omar Ahmed Saeed Kadir, blah blah, is a Canadian who was detained by the United States at Guantanamo Bay for 10 years from the age of 16, during which he pleaded guilty to the murder of U.S. Army Sergeant. Whatever. He later appealed his conviction, claiming that he falsely pleaded guilty so that he could return to Canada. Kadir sued the Canadian government for infringing his rights under the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. This lawsuit was settled in 2017 with a $10.5 million, which was $8 million US, payment and an apology by the federal government. Okay, an apology as well. Born in Canada, Kadir was taken to Afghanistan by his father, who was affiliated with Al-Qaeda, again, like I said, a terrorist organization and other terrorist organizations, on July 27, 2002. At age 15, Kadir was severely wounded during fighting between U.S. soldiers and Taliban fighters in the village of IKL, whatever. Kadir is alleged to have thrown the grenade that killed Christopher Spear. Okay? So he was in battle fighting the so-called white man. Alright? He killed a U.S. Army sergeant. Alright? But he was awarded $10.5 million. Alright? We have yet to get no reparations for the shit we did. We went through. Okay? We never waged no full-on war with Esau. Alright? But here you have these heathens making a comeuppance, getting money. Getting 10.5 mil. Alright? And this is the so-called people that they hate. They hate these terrorists and all this shit. Alright? You notice that in the news when you hear these random attacks. Somehow these guys survive. Or they don't blow them away. Like they blow you Jakes away. And you Jakes are just minding your business, probably speeding in the car, and then the police pull you over and they blow you away because they feel like it, you know? But I'm gonna get to some scriptures. No one's chatting, but I just wanted to make a point. You know, just been meditating on this. This is Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them not. Alright? So they kill us and without mercy and hold themselves not accountable for their actions. Alright? They don't care. Okay? And on top of that, they don't make reparations to give back to the family. They don't care to do so. Alright? They'll tell you straight up that they'll give you some bullshit synopsis of what happened when it's a total lie. They don't give a fuck about our people and how we are. You know what I'm saying? We always get the shitty end of the stick. They don't give a fuck about us. And it's time for our people to wake up to that fact. Alright? People want to be docile and love Esau, the so-called white man. Yo, fuck that shit. Alright? Our people need to wake the hell up. Alright? Only 1/3 the elect will anyways, but the fact still remains. Our people need to wake up, come to this knowledge. Okay? This is Psalms 44:22. Yeah, for thy sake are we killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Okay? They don't care about us. Alright, they kill us on a day-to-day basis. And not even just fucking gun, police brutality on us crap. Alright, just systematic oppression. That's killing us mentally, you feel me? That's killing us. That's slaughter to the brain. That's slaughter to the mind. Alright? Our people being sleep. Alright? The billions that they spend to keep our people sleep. You know? We are killed. You know? This is Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold, alright, unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. And no man shall buy you, alright? So what does that mean? No man shall redeem you. Okay? So when they killing you off and have you working all these laborious days and doing all type of shit, building up their society, they're not repaying you for that. And they're also not thanking you for that. Alright? They're not giving you the respect that you deserve for what you did to make the society prosper. Because our people are the ones that made the society prosper. Alright? But they're not fucking giving us the respect. Well, we don't even want their fucking respect anyways, because they're the devil. Alright? But the point still remains, though. You jakes are getting shitted on. Me as well. Like, myself included. Alright? Because I feel like this whole situation was almost like they did this, they put it out there just to say, if you're really privy and watching it, they just put it out there to be like, yeah, you jakes ain't shit. Because here it is. Alright, this so-called terrorist is getting awarded $10.5 million. Alright, and you jakes still, us jakes, we're struggling, still in the ghettos, still under the curses, heavy, But this was just to prove to you that your life is minimal in this society. Like, nobody gives a fuck about us, Get one more script, man. Oh. Alright, so this is Psalms 83 and 2. Let's finish off with this. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent, that they are confederate against thee. Okay? So the fact that the so-called white man is awarding the Ishmaelite money is a confederation against us. Okay? Because here it is, they're taking a piss on us, right? Fucking, this guy's getting awarded 10.5 mil, and he killed it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was the point, man. Just had to let that out. But yeah, shalom.